Hello gamers, welcome to another edition of Tonight on Mage Hammer's Game Table, where tonight I am beginning a new campaign featuring my Delves and Dangers Rules Light Fantasy Role-Playing Game, Definitive Edition. So, it's time to run a campaign with my newly released / updated rules, and I'm going to run a session 0 here. It's going to be character creation. I have already, in my Delves and Dangers Definitive Edition launch video, created Barry Goodhollow. So she is going to be one of the characters I'll be playing in my upcoming series. And we're going to create 3 more, because as viewers of my channel know, I like to run 4 characters when I do solo play. Okay, so I have an idea in mind for a storyline. We'll see where that takes me. But in the meantime, we're going to get these characters put together. I just want to do a huge shout out and thank you to both Tabletop Wanderer and Solo Spelunky. I'm going to link videos of theirs and their channels in the description below this video. They also are running their own solo Delves and Dangers games. So I'm very, very thankful that they have found some value in playing my game, some joy, some enjoyment, some entertainment, whichever word we all want to use for that. And I can't thank them enough, because when I created this game, I wanted to create a game that I wanted to play. I've played a lot of different systems, and as you know, those of you who've been on my channel know that I share a lot of those with you when I play them. But every system kind of always left just a little bit of an itch, like, I wish the system did this, or, ooh, I don't like this part of the system, but I'll, it's good, but, and then I guess I heard the developer or the designer of Savage Worlds, whose name unfortunately is eluding me right now. One time on a podcast, he said something about that the new Suede edition that they came out with for Savage Worlds helped smooth over friction points. So I thought that was a really cool term to use when discussing a role-playing game system and what some players and game masters may bump up against when they're playing a game. So every game I've played has some friction point that I am like, oh man, I really love this game. And then changing that friction point either takes like a massive house rule or ignoring a major part of the system or whatever. And I'm not saying these systems aren't good. They're great. It's just that they were just leaving me with an itch. So that being said, when I designed my game, I designed a game where, as of right now, I don't have any friction points. So that's what I was aiming to design, and I believe I've done it. However, what's a friction point for me may not be maybe a feature for someone else. So, if you get into Delves and Dangers and you start playing it and you run into some friction points, please tell me what they are. I'm always curious to see where I can improve my game design. And so, thank you, though. Thank you so much for playing it. And I want to especially shout out those two for all their support, plus all the other people that comment on my videos and they're here for my videos. I just really appreciate it. I know I'm going to forget people, but I will try to shout some people out. James, Todd, Chris, Bob, you guys are like always there. You're on it. And I know there's others, and I'm so sorry. But as of right now, just know that you are I'm grateful for all the support you all have given me. I am a gamer first, a solo gamer second. I solo game because I just love the game, and I can solo game anytime I want. We've had that discussion before. But it's nice to know that when I'm sharing my solo games out, that there's other people out there, so it's almost like we're all playing at the table together. So thank you so much for all your support, everybody. And so without further ado, let's get into this character creation for this next campaign. So I am using my character sheet that I have up on itch.io. By the way, this my game system in PDF form can be downloaded from itch.io at the link in the description below. In addition, there are Delves and Dangers quick reference sheets to help facilitate play and do some of the formulas that you will need to do to get your character in fighting shape. I do believe my game is rules light, and so I put these out because once you get your dice values done, you really don't have to reference the game much else after that. At least that's the way I hoped I designed it. So let me know if that ends up being your experience. All right, so I will give you a little bit of a preview. The game I am planning on running is going to involve Halloween themes. So I'm going to have a cleric. So I thought about a couple ways to do this. I've done semi-random character creation for Delves and Dangers before. I've done just straight up, I'm going to use these characters that I've created. But I'm going to create a character, but I think I will randomly determine profession, or I will randomly determine kindred. So I have in my game 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 kindred. So I'm going to roll a d8, and if I roll an 8, I will just choose. And if I roll the randomness, I am going to choose that. So 6. So that is going to be a, I believe, so our cleric is going to be a fell cat. Okay, fell cat cleric, sweet. All right, so he's a cat person. So cleric, and he is a fell cat. So that's going to give him some abilities there. I'm starting these characters at level 1, especially because of the way I'm telling my story. Now, as a cleric, I want the fell cat to have a good mind, because that fuels a couple different features of the cleric profession. So I'm going to give them a 3. And then agility, strength are then 2s, of course, because the attribute distribution of my game is 3, 2, 2. Now I'm going to do their resistances. So strength resistance is going to be 2, because for profession and kindred, they do not receive any bonuses. As a fell cat, they receive an agility bonus, a one-time agility bonus to their profession kindred bonus to their agility resistance. And then for mind resistance, as a cleric, I believe I have cleric, they get the proficiency bonus added to their mind resistance. So yes, so starting with a 4 mind resistance, 3 agility resistance, and 2 strength resistance. Okay, cool. And stamina will be 2 times 3 is 6, plus 6 is 12. So the fell cat cleric's strength will be 12, or stamina will be 12. Now, fell cat. I will give the fell cat medium armor. So I think I usually, my go-to is like chainmail. Here, my quick reference sheets also contains the armor lists. And these, of course, are armor suggestions. Obviously, if you have an armor and you want to fit it in here somehow, you can. I'm going to give him ringmail. Really, that's more of an aesthetic choice, really, because it's just the armor value of 2. All right. Fell cats move a little faster than everybody else. They have 35-foot move. They can do that and still do an action in a round. And let's see. So he's going to speak Tranistalian, which is the trade tongue in my game world. And fell cats, of course, have their own language. Probably many languages, but yeah, there's a primary. And then there's 3 more languages I can give the fell cat. So I think Orcish would be good. They live in a fairly cosmopolitan village for the purposes of my story, to give them a reason to all be there. So I'm going to say that he has learned to speak Elven language and also speaks the language of dwarves. We call him that Dwarvish? Sure. All right. So let's take a look at his kindred abilities. So Fellcat, they have claws. All right, so we'll put claws down. And we're going to make the attack pool on that. So it's agility, which is 2, plus I count the claws as a light weapon, so that's 3, and a proficiency bonus that all first level characters have +1 proficiency bonus. So 2, proficiency bonus of 3, and a light weapon bonus 4, and also that's it. So 4. So 4 dice when he attacks with his claws. Okay, Felcat also have a +1d to perception rolls. And they also have 60-foot dark vision because cats can see in the dark, right? At least my cats can. All right, and I already gave them the +1 agility resistance, so real no need to put that down in the movement 35 feet, so we're good there. Now, as a cleric, we'll put down proficient abilities while we're at it. First level, they get +3d to attack rolls versus undead and extraplanar creatures. Because, you know, clerics have to be good against undead, right? And they channel divine power through their weapons. They also have martial training, so they get +1d to attack rolls, period. And that improves at every level divisible by 4. They can also create healing stones. And the favorite weapon, the deity, I'll get her, yeah, I guess I gotta get her a weapon, him a weapon. So, I think I'm not gonna have him wield a shield. But the favored weapon probably, if you're looking at a Felcat god, but in my world, the gods aren't necessarily divided by kindred. The kindred glommed onto the gods based on a lot of their, like the dwarves tend to worship Cathor, who's a god of strength and war. But then, of course, in the dwarven perception of Cathor, he's also a miner and keeps secrets under the mountain and stuff like that. So I suppose, of all of the gods in my world, I believe the Felcats probably came out of the forests originally in their mythos. Sure, I'm making this up as I go along. So I think they worship the god of Silvatar, who's the goddess of forests, or god of forests. All right, let me go check on my handy dandy Android tablet what the favored weapon of Silvatar was when I designed it 20 some years ago. So let's put in Swordlands. All right, there's a PDF. Let's open that up. This is my basic fantasy version of my world that I'm looking up here on my tablet. All right, so the gods. So Silvatar is the longsword. So he's going to have a longsword. All right. So proficient in longsword. Longsword is a medium weapon, so it has to use strength as the base attribute. So strength 2 plus proficiency +1, so we're up to 3. Longsword is a medium weapon, so that's +2 more for 5. And I don't believe there are any other bonuses. He doesn't get a kindred bonus for that, so 5 dice when he attacks with his longsword. Always good to have a ranged weapon. So, you know what? Let's give him a sling. I think it's a Felcat that would use a sling. So, sling is definitely a light ranged weapon. Yeah, on my quick reference sheet, I have the sling stone. You know what? I have sling stone for a light weapon. I still think a sling bullet wouldn't be much better in context of my game. So we're just going to give it a +1. So you got a sling. That means it's going to be agility would be the base attribute because it's a ranged weapon. +1 for proficiency is 3, +1 so 4 dice when using that sling. Cleric proficiencies. Make sure I got the right weapon proficiency there. Yeah, the favorite weapon in Cleric is the only weapon they train in, so actually does not get his proficiency bonus to sling. Ooh, he's only gonna be rolling 3 dice with that sling. That's okay. That's how it rolls. As a danger director, if you say, you know what, I think they should be proficient in different weapons. Like if you think they should be proficient in all light weapons or all medium, go ahead, throw that extra die on there. But I'm gonna go with that because I think they spend so much time training with their favorite weapon that they ignore the rest. However, oh no, wait, I forgot my own thing. +1d attack rolls, period. So that sling is going to go up to 4 dice, and that longsword is going to go up to 5 dice. I did miss a profession bonus added to it, right? Yes, because the longsword is 2, plus profession bonus is 3, plus 2 for a medium weapon is 5, plus 1 more for the attack rolls being a martial cleric. So that's where the training comes in. So 6 dice longsword, 4 dice sling. Good. All right, moving along. Okay. Doesn't need PowerPoints. And everybody gets a traveling pack. Also give them a holy symbol. Believe it's a unicorn head. No spells. Starting gold 10, sure, why not? And proficiencies. I pretty much already had the proficiencies down. But you can write them down if you need reminded, but proficient in mind resistant and also proficient in favored weapon. So pretty much done there. I guess all that's left is to name him. Let's go with I like to make kind of like onomatopoeia style names for fell cats. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but so I think I'm going to go with Purr. We're going to call him Purr, and his last name will translate into Purr Sharpclaw. That'll be his family name. And then Felcat, into Tranastalian from Felcat, it is Sharpclaw. So that is Purr Sharpclaw Felcat Cleric. All right, let's go to the next one. I'm just gonna roll profession now because I don't really have much else. If I roll another cleric, whatever, I'll do it. All right, so I have, of course, I have 7 professions. So let's go with the kindred first. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Harefoot. Oh, we're gonna have 2 Harefoots in the party. Always my favorite. Harefoot, and what profession you're gonna be? You're gonna be a reroll. I guess I could choose on 8, but I don't want to choose. 2, Druid. Ooh, Harefoot Druid. That'll be fun. Alrighty. All right, Druids have strength resistance. Okay. And they have some abilities that go with the mind. And but yeah, okay, so this Druid is gonna have a 2 strength, but where do I want to put my 3? You know what? I think I want to put my 3 in agility. I'm feeling that. And then a 2 in mind. The Druid gets strength resistance of 3. They get they get their strength proficiency. Strength resistance proficiency plus proficiency bonus to strength resistance. So at this first level, it's 3. That will go up as they go up on levels. Agility resistance, they get +1 for being a Harefoot, so that's 4. And mind resistance is going to be a 2. There's no bonus for this class for that. All right, so level 1, stamina is going to be 12. All right, armor. Can't wear metal armor, so it's going to wear leather armor. Or, Or, I could give him hide, which is medium. It could be the hide of, yeah, I'll give him hide armor for fun. That's an armor value of 2. It's armor value of 2, and he has hide armor. Make a note down there as well. All right. Let's see. Won't have PowerPoints. Move 25 feet. Harefoot, move 25 feet. Languages, we're going to go Tranistolian and Harefoot. And gets 2 more. They automatically can speak with animals, so I don't have to add that in there, but I can anyway. We'll call it animal for now. And then, but the 2 more. 2 more. Let's go hyena heads, because they tend to haunt the forests more than most other goblin or humanoids. And we'll just do orc. Why not? All right. Kindred abilities. Re-roll 1 failed roll. Next, plus 1d to stealth rolls. And already got the plus 1 agility resistance. Don't necessarily put that in there. And 25-foot movement. Okay. And then profession abilities. They have animal affinity. So basically, an animal affinity means is they have an animal companion. Good animal companion for this Harefoot. Probably not a nocturnal creature. Ooh, it'll be kind of fun. I'm gonna make it a cat. And then he'll tease Purr that, you know, the cat's more intelligent than him is or whatever. That'll be fun. Cat. So we're gonna call that cat. He's gonna call it, no, that'll be too confusing. He's just gonna call it Sharpclaw, and kind of teasing his friend Purr. All right, cool. And then he cannot turn into animal form yet. That doesn't happen until 3rd level. I'll put it in just to keep it on the character sheet. And then he'll probably end up turning into a cat, which will be hilarious if he gets to 3rd level. Healing berries. They can create healing berries. You can do that once per day. And so that'll be fun. Proficiencies. So club, spear, short bow, sickle, dagger, and strength distance already baked in, so I'm not going to write it down there, plus I ran out of space. Cool. All right, so when he creates healing berries, he creates mind 2 plus proficiency bonus, that's 3, and level 4. So he has 4 healing berries every day. All right. And, all right, so the weapon I'm going to give him. I am fond of the spear as a weapon, so we're going to give him a spear. A spear is considered a medium weapon in my game, so let's do the dice. So, since the medium weapon has to use strength, I mean, I guess it would be more meta to give him a light weapon so he could add his agility, but I like the spear, so we're going to go with it. So strength of 2, proficiency bonus 1. Strength is a medium weapon, so 5 dice. Spear is a medium weapon, so 5 dice, but I don't believe I gave them any martial training, so 5 dice when he attacks with his spear. I'm also going to give him a short bow as a druid, you know, so he can hunt responsibly, of course. And so short bow is going to be agility is 3. And then has proficiency with that, so that's 4. And then plus 1, because it's a light weapon, is 5 dice as well. No plus for profession. So there you go. Okay. Then, traveling pack. And Howard has the healing berries. We'll pick up more healing berries as they go. And, you know, that traveling pack can contain all kinds of druid stuff, you know. Oh, I forgot. +2 on nature and survival rolls. So, you know, let's say somebody gets poisoned and they want to try to put together, they know some kind of natural remedy for it, so they whip up a poultice and put it on there and stuff. That would be, they'll roll to see if they're successful in doing that. So that's what's gonna, that'll be kind of fun. But they'll have those kind of ingredients in their traveling pack. Plus they can find them in nature if they're out in nature when it happens. Gold, doesn't need gold as much. I'm gonna do 6 gold and 4 silver, sure, why not? And then no spells for druids. Okay. Oh, we got to name him. So he's going to be male, or I have a female here for it. I'm going to just go male, female. And so we'll call him Kendall. Brownleaf. Sure. Okay, good. So that is my Kendall Brownleaf. Halfling Druid, and I randomly see what the next character's kindred is going to be. 8, I can choose. Nope, gonna roll again. Don't feel like choosing. 6. So that is going to be another Felcat. Do I want another Felcat? 2 Harefoot, 2 Felcat. No, I do not. So we're going to reroll. 1 human. Okay. Profession. Warrior. Wow. It's almost as if it's reading my mind. All right. I already have an image in my head. His name's going to be Beefcake. His parents had a sense of humor. Just Beefcake. Level 1. He's going to have a 4 strength. Humans get to add an additional point to an attribute. So he's just going to be a big, beefy guy. So that's 4, 2, 2. Strength resistance as a fighter. He gets his proficiency bonus added to strength resistance, so that is going to be a 5 strength resistance. And yeah, and humans don't have an additional resistance, so he's going to go 5, 2, 2. His stamina is going to be so strength is 4 times 3 is 12 plus 6 is 18. Beefcake indeed. He's just going to wear himself some chainmail. So there's that. So he's got 2 armor. Yeah. No shield, because I want him to wield a 2-handed weapon. We're going to go nuts with this guy. 30-foot move. Languages, train a stallion. And he doesn't care. So he doesn't know how to speak any other languages. Kindred ability, already did it, and he has 30-foot move. And proficient ability as a warrior. He gets plus 2d to attack rolls, and that goes up every 3rd level. He gets an additional dice. All right, and that's with any weapon. He gets plus 1 stamina per level. So his stamina is actually 19. Yes, he is beefy. All right, and then he has a proficiency in any weapon, and he also has a strength resistance, which I've already added in, so I don't necessarily need to write that down. No spells. 10 gold. Traveling pack. Oh wait, let's do his weapon. All right, so do I want a big guy with a sword, big guy with an axe, or a big guy with a big hammer? I think I'm feeling sword, but you know what? I'm going to roll. We are going to roll randomly to see. So, 1, 2, it's going to be a great axe. 3, 4, it'll be a great sword. And 5, 6, it'll be a maul. So it's going to be a great sword. Or did I say great axe? Great axe. So he has a great axe. And so let's figure out the attack pool for that weapon. So great axe is a heavy weapon, so 4 strength, gets his proficiency bonuses 5. He gets plus 3 because it's a heavy weapon, so that's 8, and he gets plus 2 for attack rolls, so it's 10 dice he's rolling with that great axe when he attacks. Cool, cool, cool. Traveling pack. And he is going to use... He's going to be an all-axe guy, so he's going to use throwing axes for his ranged weapon. Now, in my game, all ranged weapons use agility. But if you feel that because you have thrown weapons and you think strength should be a factor in that, because in my mind, I'm like, yes, strength hits hard, but if you don't have the agility to hit the target, you're not hitting the target. So I'm going with range, meaning agility. But if you're like, no, dang it, I want to have strength be the modifier for throwing weapons, by all means, make it strength. So I think what I'll do, just to show how versatile my game is, I'm going to say, because his strength is 4, and this is just, I'll call it a house rule, just for this campaign, he gets an additional +1 dice, but he still has to use agility because it's a ranged weapon to stay within the realms of that. So let's take a look at the attack pool for the throwing axe. So we're going to use agility, which is 2 dice. We're going to use proficiency bonus, 3. Throwing axes are light weapons, so that's 4. Gets +2 because he is a warrior, so that's +6. And I'm going to give him additional +1 because his strength is so great. So 7 dice to the attack. And that's how versatile it is, and that's how easy it is to say, you know what, I think I want this to be this way, and it works well within the parameters of my game system. So there you go, folks. Do what you need to do, just like I just did now. Okay, so there's Beefcake. So our party that is going to be going into my next campaign and beginning in the next episode is Very Good Hollow. She is a Harefoot Wizard. Per Sharpclaw, he is a Fellcat Cleric. And Harefoot Druid, Kendall Brownleaf. And Human Warrior, Beefcake. So that is going to be the party that you will be following their adventures in the next episode. And I've already given you a hint that those adventures are going to include Halloween themes, whatever that means. All right, folks, thank you so much again for all of the support. Thank you for watching. And I hope you're looking forward to seeing these characters out in their adventuring life. And so until next time, keep on rolling dice and playing games, especially Delves and Dangers. You can play whatever game you want. Have fun. All right, so thank you again. Until next time, Mage Hammer out.